Volka, I want to thank you for all you've done for me. My visions have lessened of late, and well, I find it hard to explain how different I feel. Grounded, unified, at peace.
That is good to hear, Eivor. Very good to hear.
It is a strange feeling, brother. Weddings are the beginning of something, but this feels like something of an end.
The first happy union in our home. We have matured into something greater. So yes, a beginning and an end, I think.
And how are the marriage customs in your country, Hytham? Something like this?
Like this in all the most important ways. There are smiles, cheers, and warm embraces. All that is needed, I think.
Alvis, I'm surprised you did not serenade the bride and groom with a verse or two.
Oh, I wished to, I did. But all that came to me were insults and jibes. Another time, I think.
Richard, I gift you a formal welcome to our clan and our family. You are a fine addition to Gunnar's life and to ours.
Diolch, Eivor. I couldn't be more happy to bo ma. Hope you now to well and it keeps me sure the years.
Yes, of course. As I say, it is wonderful to have you. Gunnar, you old trout. You're a married man. Never thought I would see the day.
Nor did I. And not for lack of trying.
You've been among us for quite some time, Rita. Are you ready to settle? Make a home here?
For a year or two, perhaps. But I am not the settling kind. I am a wanderer, always searching, never finding. Maybe one day.
Randvi, saw you looking a little lonely. Thought I might come and join you.
How nice. Are you enjoying yourself?
I am. I never thought I would see gruff old Gunnar so enraptured by a woman.
Enraptured by anything, for that matter. He's a hard one to read, but I am pleased for him, and for this day of rest and respite. After everything, a few days of feasting will do the people some good. They need this.
They do.
Will you walk with me?
Anywhere. Lead on.
Something has been on my mind for some time. I am no seer, but I foresaw this day long ago. Not Gunnar's marriage, but our situation. Our success.
How do you mean our success?
I mean to say that I saw our settlement flourishing, through our victories in war and in diplomacy. And from the day we set out from Norway, I knew that you would make a fitter leader than Sigurd. It was never in his character to lead. It was always within yours.
I see.
Do you?
You might have warned me.
You would not have listened.
Fair.
I do hope you see it now, in all that you have done for us.
Randvi, you and the people here have done more for me than I could ever repay. I am honored by your faith in me, and your confidence.
As I am honored by your love.
And I by yours.
Eivor, I want you to know that Sigurd and I are... We are severing the bonds of our marriage. We share a love that is steadfast, and I have faith it will forever be so, but my heart is yours. That much he knows. And I believe he is happy for us.
Are you sure?
Sigurd's desires are bigger than any man or woman can offer. He longs for something more. Something only he can find.
All he wants is far, far away. All I need is right here.
Shall we find our way back to the wedding? Bridget might give another speech. We must not miss that.
About that, I have not understood a single word of hers since Gloucestershire.
Really? I find she speaks beautifully. With poetry, even.
Are you kidding?
Am I? Come, we should go.
Let's have a song. Who will share a tale?
My mother taught me to care for oaths as if they were my own heart. There is no greater aim than to honor an oath till death. When a foul king strolls into town, an oath means as much as dust. These flimsy oaths, they cost us everything. I like to take oaths in the ancient manner. Do not eat for a day, then cut a sheet of peaty turf from the earth. Then wrap your sword in this oily carpet of dirt and grass, flakes from great Ymir's old corpse, and set it aflame. In that way your honor burns bright. does not dwindle as you speak the old words. Now, with nothing to your name, with nothing to gain or lose, will you pledge your heart, your family, your raven wine, your honor, your might, and your word to each and each who stands and stood with you like fire and fire, and finally the dagger? Together draw blood from the cradle of the sword earth, mixed your inner rivers, and you are bound. That is how you make an oath. Today we shake, spit, and trade arm rings. All ceremony is gone. All thunder and spirit.
Got a story?
Rolfer, you are destined for greatness, my father said. I did not really believe him. Not until Odin showed himself to me. Yes, Odin. The night was heavy and the moon was full. I had a bladder full of mead, so I went outside to relieve myself. My piss puddled in the soil, as piss does. In the moonlight, I saw my own reflection there. My own and another, standing at my shoulder, taller than any had a right to be, was a bearded man in a broad hat, a raven on each shoulder, his single eye fixed on me, bore into my skull. Can you believe it? This, the All-Father himself. He nodded once and I knew. I knew. The Raven Tester had chosen me. For what I did not know. But I will soon. I hear your laughter. Yes, I saw Odin in a puddle of piss. Yet how many of you have seen the Hang God, huh? That's right. Odin has shown me my path forward. One day, I will carve my name into history.
Is there a sea scald among you?
A good nickname must carry a good story. My nickname is Bjorn Bluntton. And I too carry a story to go with my name. My nickname has nothing to do with battles, nor my love of beef and meat. It is due to fish. Years before I became a berserker, my greedy brother and I fished a mighty salmon on the Orkla River. The Jarl of that place had offered a silver horn to the fisher who caught the heaviest fish that day. I'd had little luck, until suddenly a fish as large as a pike leaped into my net. Yet it gleamed, sun-gold, like a salmon should. I hauled the fish aboard, but once on deck it slipped my net and got free. I dove and held it down, but again it wriggled loose. I dove forward, but my greedy brother tackled me, so his son could spear the fish and claim the reward. While my brother pinned my arms, I crawled forward and bit the fish, slamming it on the deck until it died. The prize was mine. That is how I earned my name, Bloodtooth. Yet to my Alfie, I was called Sweet, as I so loved her sweets.
Sing, my ravens.
Well met, Eivor. While you were away, your Jómsvíkingar helped to serve other Jarls. Here is the tribute they earned.
I have to go. See you soon.
Hytham? Things have not gone as planned. Hytham! Perhaps you can aid me in locating Hytham.
What is your purpose with him?
I have brought a sampling of goods from Ireland. That is, if I can bring my ships to dock.
Azar! I see you've met Eivor Wolfkist.
Ah, so you are Eivor. In fact, I bring you a message from Ireland.
I know no one in Ireland.
The letter is from Dublin's king. Sadly, I seem to have misplaced it.
The King of Dublin. Why would such a one write to me?
He wishes to expand trade to England. The purpose of my bringing goods here.
Azar is from the east, but lives in Ireland now. But in matters of trade, Azar, your king should petition Randvi.
He claims to know Eivor. He asked me to accompany you on the trip there.
I know no king, and I'm certainly not about to journey to Ireland.
But first, Azar, you must build a trading post. In fact, where is your trade ship?
Ah, yes. An unfortunate incident, most concerning. Trading rivals have blocked the river, and thus my goods.
A blocked river hurts all Ravensthorpe. Stay. I will put things right.
As you see, Eivor is a person of action. Find me later, when the river is safely clear.
Of course, my friend. I thank you, Eivor. I will find the king's letter in the meantime.
You keep insisting that I know an Irish king. It is a fantasy. What manner of king is it that sends me letters from Ireland?
I've been working on some designs.
I would like to see what you have in stock.
Nothing more?
I will see you later, friend.
A good day to you.
Here's the blockade to be cleared. They will attack on sight.
promising streets in the rocks near the cliffs.
Stop right there!
Vigilance pays.
Damn flames!
One more should do it. South trading rivals are defeated. The river's clear. Now we'll see about this so-called King of Dublin. Tarban.
Such a joy to see you, Eivor.
Apologies, but I must go. I only wanted to say a quick greeting.
It's a...
I have something that may interest you.
Thanks, Eivor.
I must be on my way now. Goodbye.
Come visit again soon.
Ah, it's Eivor. Come in from the slaughter. You're just in time for new stock.
What have you got for me today?
You should buy that. I think that would be a very good choice. I imported this with you in mind. This would suit you, I think. This is going to look so good! Always a pleasure doing business, Eivor. Done shopping for the day?
I'm off. Be well, friend.
Don't be a stranger!
There's some new things for you to look at.
May I see your stores?
Anything else I can do for you?
I must take my leave. So long.
Until next time, Eivor!
What in the Nine Realms was that? Azar, the river is clear, save for a few bodies and sticks. Your goods will get through.
Your reputation comes honestly then, though I am not sure about the name Wolfkist.
The scar on my neck.
Ah, my Viking name would then be Azar One-Eye.
Thank you, Azar One-Eye. My men will help construct your trade post.
Then I am twice indebted to you. If ever you change your mind about Ireland, I will be found in the trade post, once built. Oh, and I found your letter. Here.
cousin Barith is alive, King of Dublin. The not near never failed to delight.
Eivor, are you prepared to go to Ireland?
Assar, you did not tell me the king was my cousin.
It was most amusing this way, was it not? A little mystery.
I prefer to know what is what. But it was a pleasant surprise.
He's eager to see you. Shall we set sail?
Yeah. I would like to see this land. And my cousin Barith.
Ireland. A patchwork of petty kings jostling for hills and pastures and green glens. My adopted isle.
Azar, how is it that Barith, as Norse as ice, is king of Dublin?
Dublin is a Viking city, Eivor. But in fact, merchants and beggars come from all parts to parade in its muddy streets.
Hard to think of Barith as king of a city.
It perhaps sounds grander than it is. Ireland has many kings. They litter the countryside, and Barith's throne is not secure. Flann Sinna calls the tune.
Who's he?
Soon to be crowned High King of all Ireland. Flann distrusts Vikings, though he needs them.
Barith will find a way. As a boy, he wasn't much of a fighter, but somehow always came out all right.
I'm sure what you say is true. Certainly he is loved by his people. Your crew can find lodging here. Come, let us find Barith.
Eivor! Blood of my blood! Look at you! You have Aunt Rosta's cheekbones! And you, the 7-year-old lives in you still.
It has been a long stretch since we pelted old Ganfrid with apple cores.
He never forgave us that.
And Sigurd in the clan? How goes with all?
There's much to tell you, Barith. But let me breathe your Irish air.
Thank you for keeping my ports from being set ablaze in my absence.
My ports? Yes, old man. I can rule my city even without you here. Eivor, you arrive in good time. I'm hosting a feast in honor of my son, Sigfrid. He is 17 today.
A 17-year-old son.
And rather a difficult boy at that. Come, there's much to show on the way to my castle.
A kingship, a son, and a castle. Truly, you have a fine life, Barith.
Castle? It is a wooden house. Finely crafted, to be sure, but in Shiraz, it would be home to a middling rug merchant.
Lead me to your rock merchant's wooden hovel, Barith.
Just look at her docks. wee babe of a city, but the biggest port in all Ireland.
You cannot appreciate Irish air without enduring the stench of our dogs.
It is upon the strength of this port I plan to secure my kingship.
Assar told me that your throne may not be entirely steady.
King Flann needs some persuading is all. Dublin's vast trade web will bring wealth to all Ireland. If Flann can be made to see that, my kingship and that of my children's children will be safe.
I cannot guarantee your throne, but a vast trading web is within my power.
No one else I'd trust my commerce to, old man.
You let him call you that?
I call him worse things.
Marith, my king! I still owe you a horn of ale.
This is where I leave you.
Don't miss the banquet.
I'll be there shortly.
Barad, my mighty king.
Aoife, this is my cousin, Eivor. Show him the bow I had you make for him.
This is for me? The craftsmanship is beautiful.
Me best work. Give her a try. Hit the targets before the sand runs out. Think you can get them all?
Of course I will. Stand ready to be astonished.
Aren't you the confident one? Sure, I'll be embarrassed for you if you shat on the eggs.
Watch my arrows fly.
I certainly will. Go!
It's a very nice bow. Thank you, Barith.
Steps off the boat after a long sea voyage and shoots like a master.
Well done, cousin. Wait, is that a house of God?
Aye, Christ's own church. Ireland is mostly Christian now, and so is Dublin. Many Norse chew the wafer.
You make a place for them.
Them? I myself have a place in Christ's house, as I do in the House of Thor. So long as a god has my back, he has my altar. I've built this city up from rubble. 20 years ago, us Vikings were beat. The Irish took revenge and sacked Dublin.
Assar told me that it's a Viking city.
Norse founded it, and I nursed it back to health. When I became king, I was king of a mud pit.
Langt síðan síðast.
Þú, ég gáku nótt af reykt lambakjöt. Munu menn taka nokkurt af veiðar. En hlutsteinu vel. Megi bæta kosti til árs að biðja grei.
There, up ahead. My home. My only regret is that my mother and my wife aren't here to greet you. They've gone on pilgrimage to the mountains just now. The waters there improve Mother's health. I am left to discipline my wayward son.
And to host a banquet.
Which should be already underway.
Up, Barad! Fodia!
Here we are. Please, go enjoy yourself. I must have a word with my son. Come meet him before the night's out.
Assar, I was not sure if I would see you here.
Why is that?
I thought you'd rather take stock of your wares than placidly observe caterwauling Vikings.
And you would rather spend time with this gossiping auntie?
I know few people here, and of them, I know you are the one who is always ready with a sweet anecdote.
I do have some information you may find interesting. Siegfried's stomach doesn't agree with cheese. Had an accident about it last week. The embarrassing, bed-changing kind.
He shat himself?
Mortifying for a lad of that age. The kind of thing that would devastate him in front of his comrades. If one needed ammunition.
Thank you, Assar. Your company is always enlightening.
childish things. What do you expect, father?
Hey! Hi. Enjoying yourself?
It's great crack. It's a fine thing to celebrate future King Siegfried.
I'm curious. How do you feel Barith has done as king?
Oh, he's done a lovely job, he has. Likes to throw feasts. Invites us common folk. More host than king, perhaps, but he's a fine man, and the city has never been busier.
Can I ask, what is your life like in this city?
Well, there's a fair amount of work, isn't there? Hauling crates, shoveling muck. I'm a tanner myself. Long days stripping hides and dousing them in cow piss. You can probably smell the stench.
I can. Enjoy the feast, friend.
You as well.
What do you expect, father? That I follow your example? The example of a pack
Siegfried! I expect my son to act like the future king, not roll in the muck.
So Flan will take you on as his farting court jester?
Think with your head and not your arse. Flan can assure my throne, which will one day be yours.
That makes you the arse.
Enough! Eivor, my son, Siegfried. I'm sorry, I must clear my head. Could you speak to the boy?
Only shitbirds mock their father under his own roof.
Right. Because the cousin who just arrived has the authority over how I speak in my own home.
In Norway, you'd be knocked to the ground by now.
Come on then. If you've any guts worth respecting.
Fine, whelp.
You won't land a single punch. I guess I owe you thanks for not beating me bloody.
I'm not here to quarrel with you, Siegfried.
Da speaks so highly of you. I wanted to see if you lived up to the stories.
Does anyone? A visit to Norway might do a young Vikinger like you some good.
I'd love to go with Da. Maybe the homeland would kindle his warrior spirit. Give Dublin a fair and fearsome king.
You're unhappy with how your father rules.
Da has the makings of a fine king, but he chooses to play the unctuous merchant instead.
I've lost track of your father. Any idea where he might be?
He wanted to clear his head. That means he's visiting grandfather's grave. Da has a chat with him almost every day.
Barith can commune with the dead?
No, his conversations are all one-sided. The grave sits at the top of the hill.
I'll find him. Thank you, Siegfried.
Eivor, teach me how to hit like that sometime.
Are always such a pleasure.